Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena we are playing Naya Humans. And it's a very white deck for the first couple of turns that turns to the splash colors for a little more punch in the mid to late game. So while you take in, soak up, and absorb the deck list, I just am gonna talk really briefly about me, CGB. You can get a membership. There's a join button. If you hit it, it's $4.99 a month. If you do that, it supports the channel and you get to use cool emotes. You also get access to my deck lists a day early by getting access to a special Discord channel just for supporters of the channel. And you get to watch my live stream VODs from Twitch posted on YouTube, so you can use your favorite features like 2x speed, and they're completely ad free. So those are available for members only. So hit the join button if you're interested in those sweet perks. Okay, video. What's going on? Humans doing human tribal-ish things, but then when we get up to the full 3 and then 4 mana, we're trying to play some cards from other colors that can do all kinds of stuff. Specifically, Halana and Elena, the partners. It's 2, it's a red, it's a green, it's a 2/3, it's human ranger, has first strike and reach, and at the beginning of combat on your turn, put X +1/+1 counters on another target creature you control, where X is Halana and Elena's power. That creature gains haste until end of turn. That's awesome. It's like having 2 Luminarch Aspirants in one card. There's probably jokes there. I'm going to try to leave that alone. I'm also going to be honest. I didn't even realize that the +1/+1 counters were equal to Halana and Elena's power. And now I'm like, oh yeah, I probably should have put more +1/+1 counters on this with my Luminarch Aspirant. That would be cool. So that combos really well. But yeah, this thing coming down basically when you already have a board of good creatures that are capable of attacking like the white creatures are able to, this card is really good. The main place I've seen people trying to jam this is various Gruul piles, where it's like, okay, our Jaspera Sentinels and our Magdas and our Prosperous Innkeepers aren't good, but when you play this and pump them up, they're a little better. That's not bad, but in this deck, when you put counters on these creatures, they slap, and they're really strong. And adding haste to something like an Elite Spellbinder or Brutal Cathar, Adeline, I think that's one of the best pairings you can have for this pair, if that makes sense. The other card that we're splashing in with the green mana is Sigarda, Champion of Light, taking advantage of the human tribal situation. It pumps everything else in the deck except for itself as an angel. So that's a pretty cool card to slot in. We also have so many humans, and they're of different powers all over the place that the Coven isn't too hard to achieve. And Sigarda and Helena and Alana, that's a combo. You play this first, you play this second. This is now 3. It puts the counters on the Sigarda. That's now a 7. It attacks. It finds you more humans. It's a flample. That's Sigarda's true potential unlocked. I have 1 Minsc in the deck for the LOL, basically. It's a red, a green, and a white. It's a 3/3. If you do not have this mythic, do not feel like you have to craft it for this deck. You can run any of these solid white creatures in this spot. It's totally fine. Redain is a card I'm not running because it's not a human, but that could fill a spot. A third Adeline could fill the spot. There's a lot of things that could go in this spot. For me, it was about getting to play this Naya legendary human ranger because there aren't many decks that do. So the other cards in the deck, basically white aggro, but as far as new cards go, we've got Hopeful Initiate. Its training ability is really cool. The 2 and a white says remove 2 +1/+1 counters from among creatures you control, not just the Hopeful Initiate to destroy target artifact or enchantment. Alana and Elena make basically an enchantment and artifact killing machine, should you ever need one. Valorous Stance is a pretty good one because it can grant that indestructible or kill that creature with toughness 4 or greater. Putting indestructible on some of these creatures is often just the chef's kiss goodnight when the opponent tries to kill them. Thalia, Guardian of Thraben, yeah, you know what it is. You know what it is by now. Thalia comes down, their spells cost more. Haha, got him. So that's a look at the deck. What I love about the deck. Okay, what I do love about the deck, although the mana base is insanely ambitious because you kind of want to go white, green, red, or something like that. What I do absolutely love about the deck is that the kind of power, like heavy hitting, go super tall aspect that these cards add to the human strategy. Instead of just having a bunch of little dorks getting blocked by a 4/4 old growth troll and feeling sad, like these take it to a whole other level, and your creatures get swole. It's actually pretty exciting if you like playing these creatures, but seeing them get up to, I don't know, 14 power, 11 power, some ridiculous numbers. What you will see in this video is an absolute nail biter against Vampiric Burn down to the wire. Will they burn me out, or will I find a way to win? You'll see some angel on angel on angel action. Yeah, 2 Legion Angels versus 1 extra thick Sigarda. Who will win? And then you will also see some mad lad out there is going to try to mill me while I play this deck, and the ending might surprise you. So let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. On the play is for me. Awkward hand too. We need to draw a 2-drop. If we draw any 1-drop or 2-drop though, we're doing it. You know, we've got colors, we've got removal, we've got card advantage, and that being on the draw thing. Oh well. Draw a 2-drop, easy. Looks like we get Izzet. Let's see. I mean, they've even got the, like, Swords of Fire and Ice up in here. All right, 2 mountains. Hopeful. I mean, at least it's a playable. I'm not going to like it much if they have Cinderclasm, but what were we going to do if they have Cinderclasm? Nothing good. Where? So kill one? Or what? Maybe they don't have a Cinderclasm if they're passing. Black mana. We vampires now? Do you think they have that card that like wraths the board? Oh, okay. Okay then. Let's get in their hand. Trying to think of what I would need in this deck that requires double green. It doesn't really exist, but we may as well get a red source down. Ingenious Inspiration Royal. It's all burn spells. 100% burn spells. Let's go. Oh my gosh. This is going to be a fight. We take the inspiration just because it's already expensive. We make it cost more. It's also 2 cards in 1. All our stuff's gonna die. I guess we can play Sigarda. They might have trouble killing Sigarda. Now they can attack here, and if we double block, they play with fire one of them, but then they're down to play with fire. Let's no blocks. Another Brutal Cathar. So playing Brutal Cathar is almost pointless. Pretty much is pointless. So this will probably draw 2 burn spells, but that's okay. Let's attack because we're not gonna... I guess if... No, I definitely could have double blocked. I should have held back. I am not the beat down here. Because if they draw land, if they double burn spell this, then double blocking is on the table. Right. But we want to get the burn spells out so that Brutal Cathar can do something with its life. And you know they don't want to let us attack with this Sigarda. They might be thinking go face. I hope they do. It'll be close and it'll be scary, but I think that's our best chance to get in the game is if they go face. Yeah! Alright, 8. They need to get 3 more points. We need to keep them from doing that. If they have to send burn spells at the Brutal Cathar, that's good for us. Let's go. The partners. That's a card. So they have 6 points of burn. And we have to close very quickly. I think that means we have to play Brutal Cathar, to be honest. But, I mean, I guess this makes us close really fast anyway. If we put 2 counters on Sigarda, or to put 2 counters on Initiate, we just attack with 2 of these. We have 2 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. If they draw land, then we die. Oof. All right. Yeah, I think this is the play. Feels bad, kinda, but it does also give us Coven. If we attack like this, and they kill the Brutal Cathar with the Royal Elemental, get this back, after hitting our face, this becomes a 3/3, which means we have to chump it with the Initiate. But this puts them on watch for potentially lethal. Then we get a life linker that can pump squad. That's a big deal. All right, let's go. Yep, play with fire on upkeep, get that scry. They could just find another Royal Eruption and win. Oh, this is fun. Good intense. He says that until the opponent draws the burn spell. Oh, at the top! No, not the top! Anything but the top. Oh. 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 Okay. I'm pretty sure what they're gonna do now is attack with the Epicure, and then we just play Brutal Cathar and win. Oops. What's up? Boom. Gotta draw a land. We're on the draw. Drawing a land isn't crazy. We can do it. I believe in us. I believe in us. The twitchy. Itchy twitchy. Okay. No more 4-drops. Just land. Come on now. What, no attack? Coward. Gotta get through it sometime. Haha, okay. Sure. Merchy boy. Do I kill that? Good to get mana screwed. Good stuff. I love that we've drawn more partners than land. That's what happens if you 4-of your deck. You build your deck around something. I know this better than anyone because I build all kinds of decks around stupid 4-ofs. All right, well, we ate their treasure. It's an expensive way to kill a Thalia. This game is already over. We missed 1 land drop on the draw, and our opponent, they just, you know, good curve. That's all that there is to it. Let's keep them from sacrificing their Twitch and getting value, and at least try to win the card game. Maybe their just hand is full of lands, and that's how we're back in this. Wow. Okay. If that's the way they're going to use that card, cool. I mean, that's kind of a boredom play, right? It means the rest of their hand isn't that good. They're playing my Toxrill deck? Crap. They don't have to be because they have a Rimewood Falls, but let's just say it's very sus right now. Can I has land? My opponent has 6. I have 3. Thanks, deck. You're a peach. You're so cool. Alright, I'm going to start putting counters on the Aspirant, because if they play Toxrill and it kills the Thalia, at least I have a backup Thalia. Didn't even sacrifice the Eye Twitch. Why do they think Eye Twitch beatdown is a good idea? I don't understand. You just want that thing dead. That game was a disgrace to myself. But hey, good for Toxrill. Alright, on the play with 3 lands. Let's try it out. We do need to draw a green source. If we don't draw a green source, things might get shady. This is mono white. Wrong pathway for sure. Any other pathway, guys? Come on. Think mono white's gonna tank on this for a minute? Oh, geez. Should I play the Luminarch Aspirant on 2? We are screwed, aren't we? I probably should have played this on red anyway, because now if I draw a green, I can't play this. But I guess if I draw a green, I can play Sigarda. So nah, this is fine. Gotta stop that pupper some time. And that's why we put the counter on the Aspirant instead. Why didn't they play that first? Could have been attacking with a 4/4. Weird. Alright, let's start buffing Sigarda. See how many Brutal Cathars they brought with them. Okay, they brought Legion Angel. Alright. Okay, that's not too scary. That's not too scary. We could tax the next one, but I think it's important to get the partners down. Welcome to the Twitch partner. All right, let's put a counter on the Reacher and show him a 9/9. Yeah, you're gonna have to do something about this. That's 10, but we can get this up to considerably more. Okay. You're gonna attack? I got trample over here. I'm a flampler. What are you doing? Strong. The only thing I should think about is whether or not to, I guess, have mana for a Brutal Cathar, but I can still play this pre-combat. $14-14? Lethal? That's a lot of damage. They missed the flample, didn't they? I will teach you the art of the flample. Exacxy flample. What a team. On the play, 1 land. Molly. On the play, 3 lands. Not Molly. No 1-drop. No hopeful. Oh well. Ooh, hopeful you late. Looks like our opponent coming in on control. Foretell, huh? Do we play a Brutal Cathar? I think so. Don't think it's too likely to hit anything. So we require a red and a green to play any of our splash cards, so I think I put this on green. Well, we don't require a red and a green for the partners. We only require a green for Sigarda. This way, if they pass the turn without making a play, they take some brutal damage. Case for putting the +1/+1 counter here because it's more expensive to replay. I don't know. All right. So they're full Dirtle so far. Let's see if they can come up with a 1-mana removal spell. They found Spikefield Hazard, but that doesn't hit. Okay, we draw land. Go strong. We're trying to get out of burn down the house range, so I think I keep putting counters on the Aspirate. All right, lethal board. What have you got? Moonrage Brute powers unlocked. Not shocking. This is 8 damage. So they have to have burned down the house, I guess? Wait. They did the timing wrong. All right, Fading Hope or what? Oh, you're dead. So if you're ever in that spot, you need to do it at the beginning of combat. Don't put a stop here and do it in the pre-combat phase. Make sure you put the stop in combat. On the draw, sussy hand, but we'll keep it. I mean, it's a 2/3/4 with a potential removal spell, which is where you want them on the draw. Few too many Needle Verge pathways for my taste. There's no green one, which means it's going to be hard to cast some things. All right, careful what you wish for. Yay, resolves. Oh, stick. They have Hazard or they have Fading Hope. All right, Fading Hope. This might be revenge of the Izzet gamer. Again. Bollocks. Going first is nice. Also, we've drawn a lot of land now. Our colors are good. Can I please have some of our powerful cards, please? Nope, just land. All right, we've drawn 4 straight land. That's not good. I guess we're not holding up Valorous Stance. Maybe I'm just supposed to play the adversary there. What a Masta. Okay, 5 straight land. This is getting a little silly. A little. We've got another 1-mana play. That might be the worst game I can remember. On the draw. Yeah, sure. We'll try it. At least we have colors. We boasting now? Let's play a little first strike game. Who knows? Maybe they'll throw off something they want to play. Welcoming Vampire, that's gotta go. Unfortunately, this means we play the first Brutal Cathar. The problem with playing the first Brutal Cathar is then the second one is a lot better, because it takes your Brutal Cathar, gives them their Brutal Cathar, etc. Oh, you play green too. That's cool. Okay, they don't have a Brutal Cathar yet. They do have a lot of creatures. Insane creature count over here. But right now, Thalia still holds it all back. Let's go, baby. That was a good draw. All right, they've got Adversary, but they still... Do they have a good attack? I still don't think they do. I mean, they can't say their deck didn't do the thing. They probably also run Sigarda, since they have green. They might have Catilda, which is a lot of mana in this spot. I mean, if they attack with everything, I'm going to eat a 2/2. I'm going to kill a 5/4. Like, they don't want that. They really don't want that. Don't do it. It's not worth throwing your life away. Don't do it. They're still thinking about doing it. No! No! It's not worth it! No! Stop! Stop! It's not worth it! You'll die out there! Okay. I'm pretty sure it's Sigarda. Pretty sure Sigarda is just the most power I can really play. Now we get 2 +1/+1 counters. We could haste the Sigarda. That's really aggressive, though. Like, what could they draw? If they draw something to remove one thing and then attack, we still have the 5/4. They're not going to want to attack with this. They don't have any good attacks through the 5/4. What if they remove the 5/4? Then we have this and this. All right. Let's clock. Why not? We came here to destroy opponents and chew bubblegum, and we're all out of bubblegum. We'll take the Elite Spellbinder because it's airborne, which just lines us up for... Oh god, no. No! Oh, they take the Sigarda. Okay. Okay. Perfect top deck from the opponent. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. They can 4/5 the Initiate. I think 4/5ing the Initiate is right. Nope. I guess it's still a 4/5 if they attack with both, but they throw away their Usher. Don't know if that's worth it. Don't know about that. Man, I looked 6 deep and couldn't get a Brutal Cathar. Life's not fair. Eh? They're doing it. They don't give a fox about their Usher of the Fallen. Down to 8. 3 creatures versus 6. Another land off the top, but at least it makes white. All right, we're going to be in a lot of trouble if there's another Brutal Cathar. Let's just give them the 9/7 business. That's a lot of lifelink. It gets us off death's door for sure. Are you good, opponent? Like, did you draw another Brutal Cathar type thing? Did you? It was an impressive rip. How about another Intrepid Adversary? That's a good rip too. Oh, we go into combat. There's a counter on the Cathar. They could pass the turn and flip the Cathar. But it flips my Cathar too. Oh ho ho. It's about to get spicy. Say hello to my friends. How much first strike you got? Not much. let's serve them up some beating. God, that's so much damage and so much lifelink. That's 24 lifelink. Yeah, don't bother. You'll only hurt your brain. You're gonna need that in your next match. I seem a little tilted now. It's because I just got word that my video that's supposed to be releasing today was blocked by a bogus copyright claim. I've watched the footage, like the segment they say is claimed, like 4 times, and there's nothing there. It's literally just the music from the Crimson Vow board and me talking. So now I'm scared that they're going to claim music from the Crimson Vow board. So if you notice a lack of music, that's why. But this is some real crap and it's pretty stressful. So I don't know. I'm going to try to finish the video, get a few more games in. Don't be too surprised if I mess up. I guess you shouldn't be surprised if I mess up by now anyway, huh? Is it going second? All right, let's just play another game. Let's not play another game against Is It going second. You go first. A game worth playing. Stop that Spikefield hazard. Make him pay extra for it. Haha. This is my 4th Is It today? It's a bad day, guys. Oh, play with fire. Okay. Play with fire is not bad, but nor is it bad to have a lot of Thalias. Hopefully they make our opponent significantly miserable. Okay. Off the top. Beautiful. Make sure you lead with the Thalia. And let's buff it up a bit. Avoid the next Spikefield hazard. Good lord. Alright. Our opponent is a killer, but they missed a land drop. That's big. Let's give them the business, huh? Let's put 1 counter here and a bunch here. If they're going to play Cathartic Pyre, let's get 4 toughness going. Divide by 0? Feels like it. Make him use it, and then hit him really hard. It's got to be a divide by 0. What would I do? Oh, Deluge? Okay. That's got to be good for us. Guess it doesn't have to be a divide by 0. That has to be good. All right, so Galvanic Iteration, Epiphany, Horror, Windfall. They still don't have double red for the Windfall. I guess we're just gonna take this Epiphany and put it far, far away. Far, far away. Their draw is not good against us. Like we're killing them. Down to 1. Where are you going? All right. That made me feel a little better. Let's see if we can get that last notch in the Platinum 3 belt. On the draw, pretty rough, but we do have a lot of power here. And we do have the mana we need. 5th Is It today? 5th Is It today? And some of y'all got the nerve to be like, ugh, alchemy, wah. Oh, they're gonna mill me. I wonder, can they mill me in time? They're on the play and they've got Room Crab Evolving Wilds. So this is the best start they could hope for. Let's see if they can get the job done. double Evolving Wilds, but they didn't have double Crab. We, sadly, are Thalia-less. Could really use that card in this spot. They've already taken out a third of our deck. I wonder if there's... Oh, there's a Thalia. Okay. When are we going to play the Thalia? I feel like I'm supposed to Brutal Cathar the Rune Crab. And I'm trying to think, maybe if they don't play a spell, putting a counter on the Brutal Cathar, it goes up to a 3, then it flips, it goes to a 4, then it goes to a 5. That still doesn't get around a Burn Down the House, but maybe around a Battle of Frost and Fire. Also, we could play Helena next turn. That gets it around a Burn Down the House, right? So let's do it that way. It might just remove it, which would be pretty sad. I guess next turn we can put the counter and the Helena counter on it. So this turn we can put the counter on the Aspirant. And of course, that's another reason to try to keep the counter on the Aspirant, because they might just kill the Brutal Cathar right away. Okay, 2 things foretold. They're lining up for a pretty big combo finish. So I think we are supposed to play Thalia. I don't know if I have another turn to not play Thalia here. And I can put a counter on it, start putting more counters on it. Here's the thing. Next turn, if they're going to clone, like, they're definitely, like, lining up, I'm going to clone Tasha's Hideous Laughter or whatnot. So I think I really do need the Thalia this turn. But if they kill it, and then they do the thing next turn, we didn't put enough clock on them anyway. And when you think about it that way, I think it's actually important to play this first. Then next turn, we can put a lot of counters on the Thalia. And then, so their first wave of, like, I copy Tasha's Laughter or whatever, hopefully doesn't kill us. Thalia keeps the second wave from happening. So let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see how much this does. We've got a lot of 4 drops. Hopefully they'll hold up for us, but we are a low curve deck. Oh, we're dead. Ah, rough day. Rough day. Yeah, play the Thalia, idiot. It was a tough decision, though, because like I said, if they had one more way to kill the Thalia, then they just kill the Thalia and do that next turn, and we didn't pressure them enough. So it was a no-win situation. Can I please stop going second against Izzet? That's all I want for the rest of the day. Just don't make me go second against Izzet. It's so annoying. It's so painful. It's the worst. If I'm gonna play against that deck, I deserve to go first. I've earned it. Today has sucked. And not from a, like, Magic perspective. It's mostly just getting my videos claimed and the uncertainty that creates and getting my videos blocked. Like, that's some BS, man. Okay, we drew a land. That's nice. Let's get you down. Show them what's up. Very powerful card. We'll see if they have the means to remove it right away. They have their own version. Okay. Sure. I think we kill the 1/1, although I don't know how much the 1/1 matters. Whereas if we bounce these, we save some life total. Yeah, let's kill the 1/1 though. Board presence. I feel like I need to get the +1/+1 counters going, but the Elite Spellbinder might break up a plan that's brutal. So let's see what's going on here. Okay, Clarion Spirit and a lot of land. We attack with this because we're making another one. So it's like a free damage. Although I guess we're down a blocker, but I didn't plan to use it that way anyway. Pricey Clarion Spirit. +1/+1 counter go where? On the Hopeful. How do we play this? We could trade Adeline. Who's ahead if we trade Adeline? I think we have better cards than they do. What if we trade the Thalia and the Spellbinder for the 4/5? What if we do all this? Are we in a better position than they are? We have a 1/1 on the board. They have 3 creatures. But we have a backup Thalia, an Intrepid Adversary, and a Luminarch Aspirant. I actually don't think that's good. Don't think it's good enough. How about if we just trade Adeline, kill their 1/1? I think that's pretty good. We've got this Hopeful Initiate to figure out, but I think we can. Knock them to 7, and we have a lifelinker now. Let's see if they were able to draw something good. They've had 2 unseen draw steps. That's really good. That's also good. Wow. All right. It's not like stack the top of the deck good, but it's pretty broken. That 4/5 is getting annoying. But we do gain this sweet life. Another flyer is interesting. But I think we're definitely playing Aspirant. Put a counter on this attack. They don't have lifelink, so this is pretty close to killing them. They will have the cave next turn, so we have to keep powering this up. Chumpies. Backup Thalia. I don't know if you want to turn on the cave and attack here. I'm pretty sure I'll end up winning this fight. So yeah, they're going to hold it back. Counter on Thalia. If they attack with the Adeline, we just block the 1/1 with the adversary and end up not taking much damage. They pass. So this can be a 4. This is a 3/4. All right. And making a 1/1, does that do any good? Does it force any good blocks? Not really. May as well play this post-combat. Not give them the info. So they take it this turn, and they're hoping to make a 1/1 to block it next turn. This blows up their strategy a little bit. Another land. Okay, they flooded pretty brutally. Good sport. Good sport. I would not have the good sportiness. I am not that way. I'm too salty. Still haven't made a hamster. I just want a hamster. One hamster game. Come on. I guess we might draw, like if we draw a white source and play Adeline, it's pretty good, right? Draw a green source and play Sigarda, it's really good, but just the on the drawness, I'm like, it's over. Ugh, life sucks. Yeah. All right, but we'll put up the fight. We already drew the planes. Things are going great. We're on the draw, so being defensive, making trades, usually a good idea. Opponent has a Thalia. Play another Hopeful. Might need all the anthems we can get. Nice curve. Although, kind of pointless to play the Adeline first. I guess I might not block. Who knows? So do I have to be brutal here? Or do I play this? I mean, I think I've got to be brutal. Which is bad. The opponent will have the first crack at the next Brutal Cathar. Let's hold this back because they might Brutal this, make an Adeline, attack with both, and we block the 1/1. Oh. Okay. Okay, then. 3/3 acquired. They want to race me from that position. That's pretty tough to do. Clarion, on. All right, which of my 4-drop mega cards do you want to take? It really doesn't... I don't think it hurts me very much at all. They should probably take the Adversary, to be honest, just because I might not draw the green source. Everything else requires it. All right, they double spelled. I get a reflip. What do I take? And take the Spellbinder. I think it has the most power. Nope, they don't want to play that game. Okay, we got them. Rank up tier 2 gamer. And we are back for the post-game wrap-up. Let's check the stats powered by Untapped.gg. This is a very polarizing one. Often is when I play like these 2 and 3 color human piles. I've noticed that this is a trend. 64% win rate overall at 7 and 4. 100% on the play. 43% on the draw. So very lopsided. Of course, you saw one of those games, and I included it for the reason so you understood the stats, and because so you'd know where my headspace was towards the end of the video when I was recording. Very worried about the monetization issues, and I basically scooped to a Jwari disruption. I got tilted by a blue card. The irony, I know, but it was a tough day, and I was pretty sick of playing against Izzet, which we did get paired against 5 times, because that's what this blue was. It was an Izzet deck. It's a lot. 5 times against Izzet, 4 times against Mono White, 2 times against other things. Go figure. The bright side, this deck absolutely clowned Mono White. Now, they didn't have their removal cards like Brutal Cathar and Skyclave Apparition as much as they needed to in those games, but they did have a really hard time if a Sigarda or a Halana stuck. If one of those stayed on the field and started boosting everything up, like the output of power and toughness was greater than the Mono White deck could really hang with, and there's so much they have to kill. I mean, Adversary kind of slides down here into this spot all the time, and you saw just the giant Adversaries, the giant Angel, the Flample going over the top, the Helena and Elena pumping up whatever the heck we played and keeping pressure on them. It was a pretty good show. Poor Minsc never came to the dance. I never got to see the hamster. Like I said, you don't need to include it in the deck. You can include something else if you really want to. But I did have a good amount of fun with this deck, aside from some issues on YouTube. And it does seem like a better deck than it looks like, I think. It looks like a pile of cards and rares. And in the end, I think the team kind of came together. A lot like some of my favorite football teams this season. Shout out to the Michigan Wolverines. Go Blue is in my name. Coming together to win a Big Ten title when they weren't even ranked in the preseason. That's what this team is like. They're like the Maize and Blue. So, thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. You're cool.